I'm terribly sorry. It's all my fault. Job went wrong. We're taking our hands off the library from now on. This was out of our scope to begin with. I already sent a report to Zvi. What? What about Mars? Was his death pointless then? I really am sorry. You can blame me all you want. I misjudged. Our profession is peacekeeping, not exploitation or combat. There's cake in the fridge. Was that you, boss? Cake? No, I didn't buy any cake yet. I'll go outside for a bit. You stupid idiot. It's not like you had all to buy cake for others. You said your mother's an amazing fixer. You'd love to show your stupidly huge sword, saying it was a gift from her. You bragged so much that you'd be just like your mother someday. Marge's book. That's what happens to people who die in there? I won't let them toy with him. I'll never let them. San will totally try to stop me if I bring this up. I'll go there on my own. I've got friends to help me too. Boy, this is frankly heartbreaking. Shouldn't have seen that. It's funny, coming from one who gave a speech on how fixtures shouldn't cling to bonds. That's that, and this is this. Still, reacting to every bit of loss is a waste of energy. Everybody who lives with a burden to bear. I have my share of unfortunate events, and so do others. Rude to expose them without the listener's agreement. They'll be bothered when they learn something they didn't really have to know. They're already carrying a hefty load of emotional baggage. Yeah, I lost the voice. They're already carrying a hefty load of emotional baggage. Telling them your sob story feels like you're showing off how heavy your own baggage is. They might feel a bit of sympathy, but they'll also be displeased. Don't overexpress your feelings, whether you're feeling happy or sad. Say goodbye to each other with appropriate words. It's all for the sake of each other. Sounds even more tiring to me. I shouldn't let my feelings distract me from my librarian work, most of all. I gotta stay level-headed to help you collect books about the city. You're right. As soon as you become useless to me, I'll dispose of you. Then I'll go back to being my duty for the grass fibers. What about grass fibers? Greeting. Shut up. I don't need a greeting from a despicable piece of junk. I'm here for Mars's book. I'll get his book, kill all the monsters here, and blow your head clean off. I'm afraid your third statement's going to be difficult for you to fulfill, dear guest. I said shut up! You may find your book in this place. May you find your book in this place, I think actually is what it said. Alright. We got Lulu's friend, page 2. Okay, so let's see. So they have Fatal Piercing. They have Normal Piercing, Fatal Slash. Okay. So they do a whole lot of bashing damage. Okay, so these guys do a lot of bashing. So is that what we want? So let's open this up. No, that's not how I dump libraries. That's how I dump the bookshelves, so... we're gonna want to change these key pages, probably. So we really just want to resist bashing, mostly? So... Definitely not them. Not even particularly, like, resist it, but not be weak to it, that's for sure. Increases the value of evade dice by 3 a whole lot. Okay. This sounds like a good one to equip. So we want Yuri? That's not his fucking name. Yoon. Okay. So we want slashing damage and piercing damage for the most part. Inflict bleed. Okay. Let's do some dodging strikes. Okay. Gut harvests. That seems really good. Let's see, and then we want some piercing stuff too. Overpower seems good. End this off if you can. So, yeah, you know what? Overpower actually seems pretty good. And then we will do... like how you're thinking making strategies, well, you don't do any of that, just go straight in. I mean, yeah, I got to. Yeah, we'll name it 0. Alright. So I want you guys to have the same deck. Alright. Let's begin the stage play. Well, deck building's like my favorite thing to do, so I'm gonna deck build. Okay, so... You're the one who's fatal to pierce. So we're gonna try overpower. You only rolled overpowers, so actually I'm gonna tell you to go for it. Nice. Nice, we staggered them. They're just dead. That was easy. So hopefully we roll some slashing now. Nice. Oh, select the librarian. You. Ew. Sweet. So now we want... Yep. Gut harvesting and... let's use overpower again. But yeah, you... So that was easy. That was really easy. Not surprising, considering that was only stage 1, so now we've got Lulu and 2 of Lulu's friends. Okay, so Lulu's got some different moves now, though. They still pretty much exclusively do bashing damage, but they also have defensive capabilities. But I think these 5 to 6 pierce plus a bleed and the quick attacks are good enough. So I think... Okay, so we can start burning sometimes. Oh, are your weaknesses... Your weaknesses are the same as Lulu. Or no, they're different than Lulu. Okay. Okay, so nobody's weak to slashing anymore. Well, you're weak to it, but these guys are fatal to pierce. Okay. No. Right, we can't actually change anything, so I don't know why I was going through all that. That's the reason why we brought multiple damage types. Okay. So, let's do some gut harvesting, perhaps. Overpower? Probably overpower, actually. So let's try and get Lulu themselves. Damn it. I also don't 100% remember. Okay, so let's see. Lower the minimum value of all dice by 1, but raise their maximum by 3. Yeah, we'll have Yasad take that card. Okay, decent rolls. So we've got block, evade, bash. So if they're gonna block and evade, let's just do this. And then they're going to bash, so we'll use overpower. No, we'll use gut harvesting, because it's Lulu. Nice, we rolled max damage, so it went through anyway. And then they regained stance because of their dodge. Nice, but we got them to stagger. So, they take double damage from everything. They have 5 health, so we're gonna want to use overpower and not dodge and strike. You on their hand definitely need to do dodge and strike. No question whatsoever. Yep, we staggered. Okay. So we got the Book of Lulu. Ooh, don't stagger. Okay. Got harvest. I mean, I'm gonna have to just kind of go for it. Yasad's... yeah, dead. Okay. So overpower is the best we can do. We're gonna use it on them, see if we can get a stagger. Nice. Ah, shit. Okay, we're fucking gone. We're staggered. Although they're also staggered, so I guess we'll probably survive. But we're just kind of screwed. Okay. Go for it. Okay, we got another one dead. Yeah. That wasn't gonna happen. Shit. This is the first time we've lost! What happens? Oh, okay, so we can't use them anymore. That's the first time we've ever actually, like, lost. Okay, so we want piercing damage attacks. You really can't sort by damage type? Oh, you can. Piercing. Yes, piercing. How do I close this now? No, don't. Yeah, pierce. Sort by it. There's a confirm button. Sorry, remember you can't see the I can't see this part of the screen. Okay. Advanced. Right. Piercing damage. Confirm. So... Thrust. Gonna be better than light attack, but backstreet dash I think is what we really want. And then... Rampage looks good. We really don't have very many piercing things. Okay. Preparation. Okay, so backstreet dash, preparation, and rampage. Let us begin the stage play again. So, this should go pretty damn fast. Gonna do double rampages. Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't kill them in literally one turn. We'll just take ashes because it's only positive and we're about to win anyway. Nice. Curtain call for the reception of Lulu of the Streetlight. A bunch of Backstreet Fixer volumes. Do you feel guilt or any strong emotions? I'd be lying if I said I feel nothing, but I've already seen plenty of these cheap tragedies. Been the victim myself a whole lot of times too. Sound like a seasoned veteran for someone who introduced himself as a washed-up fixer. I have my reasons. What? Are you curious? You said it's a rude thing to do, didn't you? Hold on. Okay. Besides, I could simply turn you into a book and read your story if I really wanted to know. Whoa, now, let's not go there yet. Well, how about you? I'm curious about your head librarian thinks. Me? Indifferent. I've also seen relationships and scripted deaths too many times in repeat. So I've been trying to run a system where people are free to choose their own destiny this time around. Free from any coercion. I mean, sure, they all read the warning on the invitations and agreed to those terms by signing their names, but still a bit dirty, you know. You're customizing your librarians, you can customize the librarian's dialogue? Okay. It's still a bit dirty, you know. You're unkillable, and I can revive whenever I die. I can with that. Thought you said my method is fair. Yeah, you aren't wrong. Much more polite and fair than most things in the city. It is super warm. So we got the Book of Lulu, so we can do a thing. I gotta set you up first, right? I can't remember. So we have no idea what we're doing, so I'm gonna bring Rampage, so we have one of each type of damage, at least. And Dodge and Strike, and the Light Defense. Okay, so here we go. Pod. Today's Shy Look. I mean, I know what today's Shy Look is, but yeah. Okay, so actually, this gives me a weird feeling. Hold on. So we're gonna replace Dodge and Strike, actually, with just Evade. Cause I'm not 100% sure, but normally you want to not do things to today's Shy Look unless it's in a very specific state. That's how it worked in Lobotomy Corporation. So let's... Yeah, Consta looks like a good choice. I should have... whatever. Honestly, actually, you know what? Key page, where was Consta? Just unequip that. Yeah, we'll enter the book of today's Shy Look. Feel great breathing in warm and cozy sunshine. So they look completely different. Guys gain different amounts of power depending on the current face. That sounds really fucky. Wow, okay, so that's the wrong face, clearly. Oh, I see, they're in the background as well. Okay, we got medium, which does mean we're staggered, so we're still very dead. Yeah, unless they happen to roll, like, nothing. That, I missed it. I almost got them at a 1, which I still think we were dead, but, you know. Okay. So I was kind of right. Not quite right, but I was kind of right. You're normal to everything? Alright, yeah, that's fine. Come on, go. Whoa, holy shit. I did not think that was going to do that much damage still. Okay, so we waited till it was at 1. Okay. Light defense. Nice. Let's see. Okay. The fuck do you want to keep from me? Keep smiling like an idiot? Okay, we'll do light defense again. Nice. Just one more hit, and they're dead. We have to do an evade. Okay. Okay, now we have enough. Oh, there we go. Easy. Victory. Expression of today's shy look. Completed. Alright, here's the books you asked for. Thank you, Mr. Roland. No need to be so courteous. You can drop the Mr. and just call me Roland. Can I, Roland? Much better. Feels kind of weird to speak like this right away. You'll get used to it. How's the collection going, by the way? Not sure if the city has anything worth being called literature. Seems like each person's life counts as a work of literature. The story of one's life is written out like a book of its own. And in that story, comedy and tragedy intertwine in a complex way. It's hard to define anyone as pure evil or pure good for that matter. Everyone has their own personal affairs. That's why I'm wondering if it's really okay to blindly hate someone. The fixers from the street light office were like a happy family. We killed them just to get their books. I understand that it was their choice to come here. And we have our own goal to achieve, but still. Feels like I'm just making excuses for myself. You see, Hod, taking everyone's personal affairs into consideration is only going to end up giving you a headache. You'd sometimes be confused if you hadn't thought about it at all. Thinking about moral standards? I cannot for the life of me hold the voice that I'm using for Roland. It has been British, Australian, right then it was trying to become like the weird Brooklyn accent. Oh god, speaking of Brooklyn accents, has anybody here seen the fucking trailer for the Mario movie? Oh god. It looks like it'll be fine, but what the fuck is that voice? It's so bad. All the while, your heart is about to burst from the emotional baggage that won't go away. In times like that, you just go straight to wherever your heart leads. No need to learn or know any further. Much easier that way. That's your advice? Is the season fixer, Roland? Guess so. Here's a favorite phrase of mine. That's that, and this is this. We don't live in a world that can embrace everyone's private matters. Sounds like you've come to terms with reality. Did ages ago. Surely was an easy and comfy way to live, all things considered. Just go with the flow, wherever it may lead. Thanks for the advice. I might need to think about this topic a little more. But? Phrase you mentioned might give me comfort for a short while. But it doesn't sound like a motto that will redeem your life. Well, I suppose people have their own ways of interpreting things. I'll leave the books here. See you later then. Lore of Literature realization level up. 1 assistant librarian awoken. You now have access to newer abnormality pages, and the emotion level threshold has increased to 2. Single ally gains 1 to 2 power on block dice, and 2 to 7 stagger damage on deflect. Ooh, okay. When using a page, block all dice on that page. All block dice on that page gain power equal to the number of defensive dice on said page. Interesting. Or, a librarian's face constantly shifts. Dice gain different amounts of power depending on the current face. Okay. Oh, I see. We get those pages. I thought we had to choose one for some reason. We are now an urban legend. A single candle achievement unlocked. And I savor the magnificent fragrance of the sacrifice which fills my room. Tell me who you think will be the one to get through all this mist and claim the collapsed nest in the end. It's hard for me to predict the outcome of this event, Underboss. It's been a while since we were involved in a bloodshed of this scale. However, it is certain that we should not allow the Index to take over the yoke. Well said. The middle, the ring, and the pinky seem to be too occupied with their own business to take part in this strife. So that's a relief. Have you heard of the library? A recently appointed urban legend. Perhaps it will be closely related to the nest we're concerned with. Go on. Kill okay. Looks like we're about to ride a real big wave. What wave? At this rate, the library will soon be exalted to being an urban legend from its status as urban myth. The city is brimming with cheap urban myths. It's really hard to tell which ones are real and which ones are made up. What's more, a lot of those urban myths turn out to be pretty plain boring when you get down to the root of it all. The real fun begins when an urban myth gets recognized as an urban legend. You're being too roundabout. The association designates us with a higher grade. We can expect to attract guests of higher classes with more valuable information? Is that what you're trying to say? You got it! Urban legends talked about. People will begin to acknowledge us as an actual phenomenon in the city that's worth their attentions. You see, when I was a kid, my grandma used to tell me tales about all sorts of urban legends. They would always send a chill down my spine. Big yawn. Ah, bugger. Didn't want to be reminded of the old days. Family? Yeah, a family. I lost them all though. So you're without a family now? No one's with me anymore. I wish I was raised by my grandma. Or I was raised by my grandma. I don't know how my parents passed away, and grandma disappeared without notice one day. And then, never mind. It's nothing special. What are you even trying to say? Anyway, you said your goal is to get this book that gave you freedom, right? That's right! I want the freedom to leave this place, the freedom to live as myself, and freedom to forget. Then is freedom the only reason you're trying to gather all of these books? You're only half right. During my time living underground, I could only pick up fragmented information about the outside world. I've seen and heard the same stories over and over again. I want to hear new stories now. I want to see new faces. It's also why I'm looking for the book that contains everything about the world. And a little bit of revenge at the same time. Revenge, huh? For what? Taking revenge on the abominable person and world that made me into what I am. Only after I've completed and thoroughly destroyed everything he dreamed for will my freedom finally be whole. So you'll eventually get to the freedom and vengeance you want if you keep following where this red invitation leads us to? will guide me to the book that will let me achieve the things, to be exact. How exactly those wishes will come true is beyond me. The one book that will complete me and the library. If I can find that one absolute book containing everything I want to know, all will be resolved. Wait, hold on. That's your whole plan? Just find the book? You don't exactly know how to earn that freedom and stuff? The only one I know for sure is that myself will become whole at the end of this journey. Led by the invitation. The library has an infinite space. I could extract infinite books from countless guests and store them all if I wanted to. But simply collecting books that are most filled with junk without a clear purpose in mind is rather inefficient, don't you think? Hence the invitation's guidance along the path that leads to the book I wish to obtain. As I explained before. So you got that one book somehow. But you don't even know what exactly you'll do to make you whole. I don't care what happens to me. I'll be satisfied with anything as long as I can get results. It's almost scary how tenacious you are. Oh, hey, here we go. Nutsack, librarian of the arts, is lying flat on the floor, huh? Nutsack casts a glimpse at Roland while still lying on the floor, before turning back again. Huh, the books are all over the floor too, sensing zero motivation to work. Hello, Mr. Nutsack, patron librarian? You keep refusing to cooperate. Angela's gonna raise hell with me. Please wake up. Know how it feels to give everything you got to make something, only to see it completely break? Tried so hard at building a sandcastle, and it got swept away by the waves. Bet it was Angela who made those waves. I was woken up once again, called on to take charge of work I don't want yet again. Leave me alone for a bit. I want to go back to sleep. Boy, oh boy, how could every one of you hate Angela so much? Please help me out, will ya? We're in the same boat, you know. He barely sits up. You're pitiable, man. How'd you end up in a place like this? Oh, right? I got a pretty miserable spot, too. So, can you please spare some of that sympathy for us working hard together? You probably know already. But I'm Nutsack, the librarian on the artsy floor. A proper introduction for me as well. I'm Roland, Angela's servant and library worker. I gotta wonder, how am I always left with the kind of work that doesn't suit me at all? You tell me. I never thought I'd work in a library of all places either. Anyway, you're gonna be sorting books related to the arts from the bunch I bring, right? Apparently. Can you go back now, since we're done exchanging names and all? Lies back down on the floor again. Look, you can lie down all you want, but you're gonna do your work, right? It's not like I have a choice in that matter. I'm counting on you. Please work. Please make sure to work alright. He shoos Roland away. You can now select the floor of art during reception. Patron librarian has awoken. New assignment. Reading. Ooh, we got a Kether? Okay, interesting. So let's see. That's really bad stats for resistance. Let's see. Naoki? That one looks okay. Let's try Naoki. Gain strength upon defeating an enemy. Alright, let's see. So let's bring that same book. Rampages. Oh, right. Hold on. So let's empty out some libraries. Social distancing. I just realized that's what that's called. That's funny. Alright. Let's see. So we will take these off. Right, we just did this. So. Well, we're re-entering the Book of the Heart of Aspiration. Okay, that's an interesting one. I'm not really sure what I would do. I don't really think we need commandeering. Let's do Rat's Guide to Survival and Light Defense. Cool. And then let's load that again. Cool. Start a Kether meltdown. Okay, so what are these things? Why are they special? You don't have anything special? Lose 4 HP if the character did not deal any damage for a scene. Interesting. Also, they do a lot of piercing damage. Ah, I see. Okay, so these, this guy's got a lot of defense. Okay. Let's try beating up the pulsation. Shit. Largely ineffective. Okay. Yeah, we are... Wow, okay. After 3 successful attacks with the same target, deal 3 to 10 bonus stagger damage. Take 2 to 5 less damage from slashing attacks. Whenever you're hit, chance to reduce the damage of the attack to 0. Well, let's give that to you. So this thing... Okay, so it's completely immune to being staggered, is what it is. But it's weak to everything. You guys... Okay, so that's how your guys' stats are. So, I think they always just block. So I'm gonna try this. Nice. Okay. Try more Rat Guide to Survivals. And let's try a Rampage. Ow. 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 Okay, Pale Hands. So... let's do you. So we will use the Rat's Guide to Survival. Okay, so now actually you're not doing that. So hold on. I want to use Rat's Guide to Survival on you. Nice. Nice! Lots of recoveries. Okay, so this time it rolled a 1. It's doing pulsation. Oh, I see. Well, while it's charging up, I think, is why it's doing that. Hopefully this will kill it. Not certain that it will, honestly. Nice. We got one. Five. Okay. Let's rampage on them. Not them. Let's rampage on this guy. Whole bunch. Just absolutely tear it. Cool. So this is a really slow fight. Oh, come on. 1 health? Okay, that's fine. So now... Okay, everything's kind of freaking out. Okay, nobody did anything. Cool. So now... Okay. Yeah, we'll use... No, we'll wait on Rampage again. So now you're doing an attack, right? Yeah, 4 to 6 damage, gain 3 strength and haste. For an ally, specifically. Okay, so you, I think I'm gonna have to do Rat's Guide to Survival, and you're gonna Rampage. Nice. We got it. First try. Easy. Hey, Angela. Called them all. How cool. Sai, Netsack, and Hod. Been a while since I saw you all gathered up in one place. Angela. What are you trying to accomplish with this? Nothing special. I simply wanted to have a meetup with all of you. Alright, let's loosen up a bit, everybody. Had nothing to talk about with the likes of you. Wait, I do. I have a problem with the process of retrieving the light. You don't want to kill the guests with your own hands, do you? And you don't want to suffer yourselves either, right? He's right. I guess you choose to come in here. We shouldn't drive people to death as part of our work again. It's not right. You're all right with killing hundreds of employees, but now you're upset about killing a few strangers? Hypocrites. Don't lump me in with you lot, will you? At least I seek agreement from them. Got anything left to say, Netsack? Thought that would be the last of it. Not any more of this. We don't have a choice, Netsack. Nothing we said will get through to her anyway. It's still so cold and heartless, Angela. Don't be so emotional now. I know you all realize deep inside your hearts that this is the only way. If you don't want to do this, you shouldn't have tried to stop me in the first place. Leave. All of you. A new assignment has been added. Okay, so now we have somewhere with 3 assistant librarians. And access to new abnormality pages. What are the pages? Obtain increased max HP by 15%. Current HP increases accordingly. And you gain 1 to 2 speed. And 1 to 2 strength at the end of each scene. However, at the end of each scene, if the librarian did not deal damage, they lose 1/4 of their max HP. Okay. Fervent Beast. The librarian dies at the end of the 3rd scene, after which this page is chosen. Gain 4 in strength, endurance, haste, and protection every scene until you die. Okay. And you can no longer be staggered. Wow. That's really strong. Alright. Urban legend. Need a book of Mars and a book of Lulu's, so let's go burn some books, though. Get some new stuff. Can only burn up to 20 books. Cool. Probably to stop the menu from flooding over. So, yep. Case of flaming bats, set fire. Non-stop assault, huh? Gather intel. Taste my flaming bat. Burns. Oh, jeez. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go invite some people. The Book of Lulu and the Book of Mars. Send the invitation. You can't just kneel forever, you know. I beg you, my juniors, they're all dead. I've said that a million times by now. It's gonna ring in my ears for days. Look, I know what happened. Your crew all died on the trip to a place called the Library. I'd like to request for the Zwei for support. I want to retrieve their books, at least. And barging into Zwei HQ like this is not the right way to do it. Come on, you know better than that. Isadora, please, let's just help him out this once. Could we at least request our superiors for a review of this case? Julia, I know you're friends with this idiot, but even then, we should not act upon friendship or attachment. The whole system could collapse otherwise. The lobby will be filled with all kinds of miserable folk, begging and pleading for help. Maybe a low-grade pipsqueak, but you're all Zwei associate fixer nonetheless. You'd better remember what you just learned today. Checking something. I'm responsible for this case, and the association is responsible for it too. Nowhere in our records to say that Zwei is involved directly in this case, though. I have no idea what you're talking about, miss. So that's how it is. You use us as you please, then turn your back on us so easily. Hello, you're putting the blame on the wrong people here. Even if such a deal did take place, like you said, you must have demanded or at least expected a corresponding reward. That's what a deal is, after all. Use the association. Here you go. And go now. Bye. Alright, see ya. You don't get to talk like it was a one-sided extortion. Come on, let's not act like rookies now. You've been in the business for 8 years. You should know how things work by now. Isadora, you don't have to be so harsh. We all started out as office mates. Just frustrated. I don't want to see him in such a wretched state either. Sorry, I understand what you're trying to say. You're right. That's how it's always been. I'll go look for another way now. San, I'm so sorry. I never thought it would turn out this way. Well, would you look at that? Now this is the proper procedure I'm talking about. The Hana Association just elevated the library from urban myth to urban legend. That means our association can now officially act on this case, right? Well, yeah, but we don't know Zwei's stance on it yet, so don't get your hopes up, alright? Thank you, Isadora. I really owe you one. And apologies for laying my burden on you. It's nothing. All I did was compile information, following procedure, and send it to the higher-ups. There certainly have been reports that several other syndicates' offices fell victim to the library, although they were mostly insignificant fledglings. Put it's all thanks to the masterful data analysis by our lovely Isadora from Section 6. But it could be handled so quickly, right? That's my girl. Checking something. Okay. Fine. Believe whatever you want. Anyway, do you still have that invitation with you? Looks like an association is about to make their move. Things will be different from now on. How much of a difference does that make? I guess we've had so far all gave us the visit of our casual interest or curiosity. But our future guests will have a clear goal in mind involving the library. How so? A case officially recognized by associations is guaranteed to be rewarding. Money attracts an awful lot of attention. The scale of our affairs is only going to escalate from here, like it or not. Our threat level or importance is probably on the lower end, but we'll nevertheless get all sorts of people trying to unravel the mysteries of this place as long as the associations have an eye on us. I like the sound of that. To make more valuable books out of them. Still have a lot to see and learn. I've been wondering for a while, what's stopping you from leaving here? I am under a curse. A deep, ancient curse. That is what's attached to me. No being that isn't human can walk out of this place. Besides, I don't want to leave this place until I've had my revenge either. It's not too bad so far. Rather, I've actually been quite delighted lately. I've been full of brand new things, unlike that prison that was my past life. New faces, accumulating knowledge, intriguing events. I like this abundance of freshness. I want to know more. I will keep learning and learning. As I learn, I might finally figure it out. Why, I had to be subject to such torment. Gotta work harder then. Can't leave you as long as you can't, you know? Hey, if I get to leave one day, why don't I take you to a place I frequent? You mean a restaurant? Yep, they make some sick meat stew there. One of the secrets of that stew is the gigantic tin pot they commissioned T Corp to customize. Boil meat with some water for just 10 seconds in that thing, and you get tenderized meat with a rich broth that you normally only get after 3 straight days of boiling. Creating a taste that's so rich in such a short time is what makes the restaurant so hot. The only issues is the prices are a bit high. Spent half of my last job's payout on a single meal one time. But it's totally worth it. Oh, right. Are you incapable of eating? Sorry for bringing up useless words, ma'am. There are plenty of other places you'd love to visit, so I'll make sure to give you a tour of the city, ma'am. I can eat, but I cannot taste food. I do wish to try dining like you people if I get a chance, though. In any case, we need to finish the task at hand before anything. And the stew. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. So we got the Zwei fixers. They're weak to piercing, slashing, and piercing. Okay, so we want to avoid bash damage specifically. Oh, right, and let's see. So you guys do so slash, bash, pierce, slash, bash, slash, bash, slash, slash. Wow, they really got, like, everything. Okay. So we want piercing and slash damage. But let's see what key pages we want. So they can do, like, everything. So let's just look for key pages with good, like, stuff. 50% chance to boost slash? Yeah, that sounds good. Decent health. Piercing did seem to be relatively rare from what they do, so... Alright. Okay, so let's do... Gut harvesting looks pretty useful. Interesting. Yeah, so we'll do gut harvesting, mutilate, and cooking prep. So let's give you gut harvesting as well, and good measure gut harvesting, and I can cook anything. All right, so you, let's give overpower and taste my flaming bat. What do the colors mean? Anybody know? I don't. Go with trust. All right. That looks like it's good. Let's go. Wow, those are really fast. They always... So they're all doing a block, then a swing. Okay. Let's do thrust, slash, and slash. Okay. Nice, we got the stagger. Okay, so now we can use anything on her. So let's do... See how much health they got? 15? So... Yeah, overpower should take them out. Let's do... cooking prep, perhaps. Okay, so they're doing a back attack. Interesting. Let's do mutilate, and I can cook anything. Okay. Damn, that was some bad max damages. Nice, so we got them dead. Nice, we got a second stagger. Yeah, so let's increase max HP by 15. They look like they could use it. So we just want to go all in on damage. So that'll do about, let's say we get double force, so 16. Yeah, we'll go for another one. Cooking prep. Then we'll use, I can cook anything on you. Nice. Give 1 to 2 strength at the end of each scene. Yeah, easy. Just have, yeah, you have that now. So let's have you do overpower. Cooking prep and thrust. There we go. Woof. Nice. We got the stagger off, so they're just completely screwed now. Yep, and they're staggered, so we just want to deal max damage. Easy. Completely destroyed. Victory. Alright. Curtain call for the reception of the Zwei crew members. Alright, curtains closed. Netzak's fragment of the universe. Huh? Interesting. That's one I wouldn't have thought of. Let's see. Let's do Rampage, Light Defense, and Dodge and Strike. Enter the Book of the Fragment of the Universe. Let's see. Deal double stagger damage. Okay. So they endure all actual damage, but they're weak to every stagger damage. Interesting. Add enlightenment to target's hand. I don't know what enlightenment is. Okay, hopefully we're faster. We are. Enlightenment. While in hand, increase max stagger resist by 50%. Interesting. So let's do a light defense. Good, we dodged it all. Let's do Call from Beyond, huh? I'm gonna say deal 0 damage if target has enlightenment in hand. Well then, I guess we're doing a light defense. Nice. So now it should basically be an auto stagger. Shit. Yep, I can't do anything, so we'll just go. Did nothing because we keep our enlightenment on us. Increase max stagger resist by 50%. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we do a rampage. God, insta staggered again. Fuck. So I'm confused what I'm supposed to do there, honestly. 4 to 8. Okay, well let's use our enlightenment to block. Let's do go on rampage. Nice, we got the stagger off. I was gonna say, well now we just go all in on the attack, but we really can only do like 2 damage right now. Just because bad luck. Okay, hopefully we get good. We got 1 stagger. Okay. Yep, it's very fatal. It's fine, because they're always gonna roll at zeros. Hopefully we're faster. We are not faster. So we want to do a dodge. Fuck. We died. We did not die. Or dodge. Hello, Yahazu. Yazu? Yahazu? I don't actually know how you'd say it. Yazu? Yazu looks right. Y-A-H-Z-U? Y-A... Yahazu. I see. I missed an A. Okay. Let's see. So we've got... Light defense doesn't really help us. Also, rampage isn't very good. So I think we're gonna want... How's the game treating us? Pretty okay so far. We did lose for the first time earlier today on the first, or I guess on the second fight when we came back. It was, what is it, Act 2, whatever it's called, of something. First round went fine, second round did not. So yeah, I think we're gonna go for non-stop assault. But, let's see. Actually, which one of these does more? I just remembered. Yeah, I think that one does more. So, game's hard, don't feel bad about losing, I know. made by the people who made Lobotomy Corporation. We did the entirety of Lobotomy Corporation 100%, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, let's do time for a little test. I think I accidentally put Chop It Off in there, but I'm also too lazy to fix it. How are things going here? Things are going okay. So... with dodge and strike. Okay. Can I... You can't, like, just auto-forfeit? Because I just had a thought. Yeah. Well, at least we're fine here. But what I want... Did that lower that? Uncontrollable knowledge. Decreased by 50%. I've been reading that as increased. Hey, you finished both of those? Go back in the main menu and load in order to forfeit, but that's all, yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, just come on. Okay, yeah. This is gonna take a minute to lose, so we'll just do that. Yeah, continue. So, Netzak, we are going to change your key page. Actually, first, we're gonna save the current setup just so I don't have to remake it. Then we're gonna change your key page to something with good stagger piercing resist, ideally. I don't think we have anything that endures it, but that's fine. Okay, Tyrene's not bad, but also meh. I kind of want a little bit better ability. Man, why is, like, everybody weak or fatal to it? Of course, except for these guys who don't have any actual special abilities. Even you? Okay, let's see. I mean, come on. God, it's like basically everything. Jesus Christ. I guess we're taking Tyrene's page. Just because it is the best one I seem to have. Alright, so let's load up this combat list. Yes, import it. Let's go for this. We haven't developed anti-stabbing technology yet. Yeah, I guess not. Interesting. Yeah, so we'll want to do this. Cool. Now we have the Enlightenment. Only in Britain, though. Let's see. So, yeah, we'll do time for a little test again. Not being able to stab people would be pointless. God damn it. Okay, well, bright side, this should be, yeah, Echoes from the Beyond, so we'll be fine. So now we want to use the Enlightenment as a block. Now we want to attack. Let's do the non-stop assault. Next damage, hell yeah. Sweet, we got the stagger. So now we do another non-stop assault. Cool. We don't really want to take this hit. So let's do time for a little test. We only have one pip, never mind. Use our dodge and strike. Fuck, that hurt. Okay. Do... The bane of early game existence. Yeah, let's see. So we'll do chop it off since this is 0 damage. Okay, now use enlightenment, block all of that. God damn it, can't do non-stop assault again. Nice, we got the stagger. Do chop it off. Got 5 health left. We'll get this. Okay, so we're gonna use... Okay, so page mount 2 though, yeah. Let's see. So if I use enlightenment, they're gonna use the ability next turn. I think we're gonna go for a dodge and strike. And just hope that I dodge enough to not get staggered. That's fine. We can survive a stagger because it does 0 damage. Block with the enlightenment. And then we get a free window to do a non-stop assault. Come on, I didn't kill it. Okay. Can't do time for a little test, so we'll do a dodge and strike. Finally, we didn't instantly stagger. Okay, get our free hit. Time for a little test. Ooh, we got it. That was just really tanky. More than anything. Alright. I hope my voice sounds okay. I'm very tired and also just got over being sick for a week straight. Sir, you gotta wake up. Sir, you gotta wake up. No. Can't ever do my Roland voice. You gotta wake up. You're gonna get sick if you sleep on the floor. Voice sounds like a voice, so how bad could it be? I get dysphoria from hearing my own voice, so pretty damn bad. Next attack. Once again, cast a glimpse at Roland while still lying on the floor before turning back again. The smell. And this thing rolling around on the floor. Don't tell me. A beer can. The heck did you get this? This is a library roll. It's constructed from the light of all possibilities. Anything's possible as long as you've got the book. Are you sure you're sorting the books as well? You seemed okay at receiving guests, at least. Also a pile of books next to him. Really? You sorted them all? Let me see. The books are almost randomly scattered across the floor. I don't think that counts as sorting. Here, have a drink. Hey, you've got manners at least. Well, let me take a sip if you insist. Not imitating the fucking noise that Roland's voice actor just did. Never guess I get the chance to drink beer in this place. Also, the accent changed again. Boy, I miss this sparkling. Boy, how I miss the sparkling softness. That's still the wrong voice. Good stuff, eh? Sure is, brother. So how's work been going? Been going, somehow. Not that I'm satisfied with it, though. What's your biggest complaint at the moment, then? I have to take someone else's life with my hands. But it's either you or them, ain't it? That's why I have to fight. And that's what I don't like about it. I'll probably have to kill even more people as time goes by. Doesn't matter if it's a saint or the scum of the earth, everyone wants to live all the same. I'm picking up what you're putting down. But there's no difference out there, really. People all hurt and kill others because they don't want to be hurt themselves. Take others' lives so you can keep yours. Bit too obvious, maybe. Guess that's how things are in the outside world. Where are you from, by the way? The Nest? The back streets? I don't know. Feeling tipsy. All I remember is that I worked at Lobotomy Corp. Must have been a pretty sweet spot, working in a megacorp like that. You really think so? Duh, of course. People are bound to envy anyone who gets to join a wing. They give a lot of cash, welfare's nice, and you gain social status too. Yeah, that's what they always say. Let's just forget about all that for now. Drink some more. Alright, gotta drink while I can. You've got to be kidding. Alright, library assistant has awoken and now have access to new abnormality pages. Oh hey, they're all positive. Cool. All characters, 5 to 10 stagger damage to all enemies. Allies recover 5 to 10 stagger resist. Okay. On a successful pierce attack, reduce the max stagger resist of a target by 5% up to 50%. On a one-sided attack, inflict 1 feeble and disarm next scene at a 50% chance. The likelihood increases 10% for each successful attack, 3 times per engagement, excluding maxed attacks. Okay. So we've got more Zvais. Okay, so hold on. Actually, real quick, let's go burn some books. Let's burn a bunch of the Zvai section 6. So what do we get? So we get Zvai Fixer pages. Who are also weak to piercing, funnily. Recover 1 HP upon winning a clash. I'm still not entirely certain how clashes work, and it's, I think, becoming a problem. Retaliate. 1 to 10 dodge. Holy shit. Boost the next die value by 3. Oh, let's see. Where is it? Manual. Let's go over this again. Reception. Basics of combat. Dice abilities, light, types of pages, reception process. Okay, character with higher speed rolls act first and can redirect enemies with lower speed to target them instead. That's how that works. Okay. I think I understand how you do that now. Book of Lulu, Mars, and the Zvai South section 6. Send out the invitation. We have a lineup of the search team. You two in? San, Julia? Finally heading back to the library. Yeah, let's go retrieve the Book of Mars and Lulu and come back safely. Don't forget. Don't forget, while our main objective has been decided as retrieving the Book of Mars and Lulu thanks to the considered coincidence of interest between San and the association, we should try to secure as much information as possible, meaning we should collect as many books as we can. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I know it's a silly question to ask, but why is Zvai, an association specializing in peacekeeping and security, deciding to set up a search team of all things to enter the library? Why did you come begging to us in the first place if you knew all that? That's because this is the only place I can count on. What about your younger brother? My brother is... Never mind. Once again, I'm sorry for the trouble, and thanks again for the help. Son? Since you're running an affiliate office, I suppose it's okay to tell you this. The distortion phenomenon, classified as an urban nightmare. I'm sure you've at least heard of it, even if you haven't seen it yourself, right? It's an anomaly that's been happening throughout the city ever since the White Nights and Dark Days. Frequency may be low, but people are turning into monsters at random. Each individual occurrence is a huge pain to deal with. Yeah, I know. pianist, its first reported case of this phenomenon, ended up killing 80% of District 9's population. I heard that it was so sudden the Hana Association had to dispatch one of the colors immediately after realizing the severity of the situation. That's right, we still don't have any clues to track down the cause of this phenomenon. The most we have is the sudden disappearance of Lobotomy Corp and the White Nights and Dark Days whose starting point was in the corporation's nest. Zwei suspects that the library may be one of the keys to understanding the distortion phenomenon. A co-worker told me a similar story. He said a resident in the area they were peacekeeping was suddenly distorted and transformed into a four-legged beast, even though there weren't any signs of dangers or anomaly nearby. Thankfully, they managed to take care of the creature before the death toll hit 2 digits. I also heard that a restaurant clerk turned into a man-eating sandwich monster? Something like that one time. I think I understand now. So the distortion phenomenon is the clear and apparent threat to Zwei's peacekeeping activities, and they expect the library to hold a clue to resolving. I should have gotten some water before stream. Got that right. Fortunately, there haven't been any cases of the phenomenon that's nearly as devastating as the pianist so far. It looks like Zwei is going to keep an eye out for the library for a while, though there are several other suspects they need to investigate as well, so we won't be getting any high-grade fixers. It's more than enough to help. Thanks, Isadora. I said I'm just doing my job. It's not like I'm doing you a favor or anything. It's not like I'm doing you a favor or anything. Yeah. Sure you are. You have my thanks as well, Isadora. Get to it. Is that really true? What is? The things they said about the library. This place really all connected to stuff like White Nights and Dark Days. Ugh. The things they said about the library, is this place really all connected to stuff like White Nights and Dark Days, Lobotomy Corp, and the distortion phenomenon? I'm frankly not even sure where we are in the city, though. What if I said it is? If you said it is, I'm not sure I get what you mean. It's extremely rare for an incident to encompass the city like White Nights and Dark Days did. There have been some cases of wings falling apart on their own, but those only affected their own nest sites at most. Lobotomy Corp was something else entirely. Like the whole city fell asleep for a week. Let's say that the library really is related to the White Nights and Dark Days. What does that change? Oh, big yawn. Yeah. Nothing, I guess. My work is still gonna be the same. So this is the library. The transportation method is almost like a singularity. Yeah. The director of the library will soon come and greet us. Angela, was it? Greetings, dear guests. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake. Though it appears you already know who I am. We're here to take back the books of Mars and Lulu. They are here, indeed. We can get the books we want, or die and turn into books ourselves, right? That is correct, as is written on the invitation. It's like I'm talking to a wall. She's so robotic. May you find your book in this place. She's so robotic. I can't imagine why. You know. Alright. If you want to learn a bit more about the Distortions Project Moon web novel called The Distortion Detective at some point, set at some point after the Lobotomy Corporation. Yeah, there was something else somebody told me to check out at one point. God, I'll have to ask him again. Some other webcomic. Alright, so let's see. So these Vi fixers, slash bash, slash bash, slash bash, slash bash. Okay, so they have they have 2 piercing attacks. These guys are slash and bash as well. Okay, so it's pretty much all slash and bash. So being fatal to pierce could be a little bit of a problem, honestly. Retaliate looks like it would really hurt in that case, but downward slash. Right, let's check resistances. So we want piercing, piercing, and piercing. So we very much just want piercing damage. Retaliate's nuts at this point? Yeah. I really don't think we want to be taking bonus damage, so I think we're gonna switch it. But, like, everything's... like, all of my pages are weak to pierce. We already went over this. This is ridiculous. Like, the best we have is a couple of things with normal. Yeah. Okay, I guess these aren't so bad right now, because we've got the, Oh, right. Hold on. Equip. Equip. Why is this one purple and this one not? Oh, I think it's because somebody already has this page, so it's grayed out. Yeah. Unequip it and equip it. There we go. Also, it came with a deck. I don't really want the deck. Okay, so let's see. So we want to do piercing damage as much as we can. So, speaking of retaliates, I think everybody's gonna go with retaliate. Especially because of that clash win thing. I think I can cook anything would also be pretty good. So yeah, we'll do that, and then preparation seems pretty good to have on everybody as well. Let's see. Let's see here. Slight bit of my real accent coming through. I can't remember if I ever said that. I put on an accent for stream just because my normal accent bothers me. Yeah, we'll do cooking prep. And charge and cover. Ooh. This looks like a good team. Stop the roll. Cool. So, let me see if I get this right. So, if I clicked on somebody with a 2, could I tell them? So what? How do I tell them to block this? I've never understood exactly how that works. Okay, let's see. So, first off, any of you guys more powerful than the others? Power of 1 HP whenever they win a clash, huh? You have to order an attack to redirect. I see. Okay. So, like, if I order a retaliation right here, and order them to attack me, I think that worked. Okay. And then we'll just kind of go all in on beating this person the fuck up. Yep, they certainly got beat up, that's for sure. Okay, so now they're a lot faster. So they're doing a back attack, and they're doing avert. Good old focus fire. I mean, it works! Especially since that person was the most damaging person among them. Okay, so this guy... Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I understand. So if I tell you to do a retaliate, and tell them to attack you, cool. Now we can click on you, also have you retaliate. And you do a preparation. Focus fire can get you early kills, but it's usually bad for motion gain and lets you get killed. Yeah. Cool. Ah, we almost got the stagger. That's really what we were looking for, was the stagger. So that everything's a fatal damage type. So we're gonna use... yeah, urging on... we used it on you. Cool. So they have 6 health, so this will kill them 100%. We'll use I can cook anything and take the heat off of you. There we go. And then retaliate. So we almost got that goddamn stag. Yeah. Let's do... I can cook anything, and... cooking prep. Cool. Easy. You went through half the game focus firing? That's funny. It's weird, it's so much harder to read the chat in this game than in Lobotomy Corp. Okay, so everybody's still doing pretty okay. So these guys are slash and pierce. Okay, looks like they're really into slash and pierce, which is good that they aren't super heavy on the bashing. I think this is good, actually. I didn't actually check the resistances because I'm dumb. So let's see. That's not terrible. You in particular take double. So we rolled really, really low, by the way. Like, what the hell? Nice! We got the stagger. Oh, they got 1 HP. Get him. Nice. Okay. We did roll higher than them, so they're doing slash, slash, slash. Okay. So let's see. They don't have any defensive things. Do you have anything for defense? Yes. So you do that, and then tank their hit. You use I can cook anything on them because they're weak to the slashing. See, what is that? Neutral? Yeah. So we'll use retaliation here. Nice. Yes, we got the stagger. That helps us a ton. Now we want to do... okay, let's see. Dies at the end of the 3rd scene after this is played. You know what? Sure. We'll use the blood. For you. Urban beats for the laws. I mean, yeah, I could have. They are resistant to piercing, though, so I'm like... or not resistant. They're normal to piercing. I didn't want to, like, push my luck too hard. Okay, so this is 7, but they're also staggered, so, like... this is... guaranteed to kill them. This is guaranteed to kill them, so that's good. Probably won't be taking 3 turns to finish killing them. Yeah, definitely not. but especially not since they would be getting significantly more powerful. So they're doing retaliate. Let's do charge and cover. Fervent beat's too strong. Yeah. Nice. Yep, dead. Dead. Yeah, clearly didn't matter. Curtain call for the receptionist of the Zwei Association 1. Cool. Gained the Book of Distortion. No battle symbols gained. I still don't know what that means. The library is located in the source of the White Knight in Dark Days. I touched up the headquarters of Lobotomy Corp at the center of it, for my own use. I have no comment to make on the distortion phenomenon that apparently started occurring afterwards. I have little to no information about the phenomenon either. Though, I do have a guess. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. You were curious about it earlier, weren't you? I was created as a mechanical secretary to assist the manager of the Lobotomy Corporation. I was designed to look like a human, feel emotions, make evaluations and judgment based on those emotions. Like ego gifts that you get by doing certain things. Okay. And make judgment based on those emotions. As you'd expect, I was born in secret, violating the AI Ethics Amendment. Never got to make my own judgment. Funnily enough, I had to read the same script over and over for 1,000,000 years. All for the success of a single project. The play that never seemed to end finally concluded one day, and all the White Knights and Dark Days happened as a result. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know who came up with that insane plan, but thanks to them, the distortion phenomenon started wreaking havoc on the city at random intervals. Ordinary people would turn into monsters all of a sudden. They'd kill everything in sight. In the first case ever of a distortion, boy, was that a hellscape. It happened without any oncoming sign It happened without any oncoming sign in a district that everyone believed would be relatively safe. Massacre was a work of art, too. It was named The Pianist for a reason. What more could I say? Mostly there's cosmetics. I mean, that was pretty much ego gifts. Like, most of them did absolutely nothing, except for, silent orchestras. Silent orchestras happen to be important because, its suit, if you had its ego gift and its suit, you absorb white damage, which meant that it healed you instead of damaging you. And that was the only way to do that in the entire game, I think. As a player. Or as an agent, rather. Anyway, thanks for telling me all that. Must have been a sensitive topic for you. You aren't as shocked as I suspected. The monsters created from the distortions did give off a suspiciously similar vibe to this library and its caretakers. We're good because you could stack a lot of them together and they give a decent amount of stats. I mean, you could also, you know, just not, and it was perfectly fine. That was the main thing, is that really, other than a couple of them, they mostly were just kind of like, oh, they happen to have this. Some of them sucked to have because it was like, oh yeah, it can be like a problem. Because it like drops your work success rate in exchange for like a tiny amount of HB/SB increase. Must have gone through a lot of distress in your life. Anyway, what comes next is the problem. What can we do to lure the Zwei here? You can use this book. I tried writing down the relationship between Lobotomy Corp and distortion phenomenon. Should be quite valuable to them under these circumstances. Yeah, sounds like it, honestly. Ah, Malkuth. So you've got something coming up. Well, let's go for... Let's see. Retaliate. That's just a lot of damage. So let's do retaliate. What do the colors mean? I still haven't figured that out. Charge and cover and... Law and order. Huh. Light defense. Yeah, we'll import it, but instead of retaliate, I actually want to give you rampage. So that you're more diverse, or we have a more diverse set of damage types. Enter the Book of the Happy Teddy Bear. Wow. I wonder if this is going to be something weird, like don't attack it with the same person twice. Let's see. Reduce the cost of Nostalgic Embrace of the Old Days by 1 whenever you engage in a clash. It rolled a fucking 10 for speed. Okay. Timid Endearment. I thought it said like embarrassment for some reason. Okay, so it's slash and then 2 gigantic blocks. So we want what? Charge and cover and charge and cover? Yeah. Basically a big puzzle, yeah. That's what I said the first time I did one. Display of affection. So this is going to hurt like a bitch. It'll fight me with its bare hands. Yeah, clearly. Wow, this is going to really, really hurt. You rolled fucking max. That's hilarious. Okay. Nostalgic Embrace of the Old Days. It's an auto stagger if it hits. Oh, okay. How much does this thing normally cost? Will you tell me that information, game? No, it won't. Cool. So, it is weak to slashing. That is good for future reference. The attack is unbearably strong. Please. Alright, so we'll put up a light defense. This is gonna... yeah. First 2 combat pages... okay, hold on, let's see. Like 1 to 3 burn on the attacker, gain a 40% chance to have your offensive dice deal damage for the following scene. Okay. Did I somehow click on the wrong person there? Yeah, this is gonna fucking suck. We're dead, right? Okay. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. So let's do a retaliate. And just kind of hope. Yeah, no. Sure, we'll do match light just for more stats. Can they actually roll something other than a 10? Is that actually a thing they can do? I don't think it is. Yeah, we're kind of screwed. Oh, it said 10 to 10? I thought it said 0 to 10. That makes more sense that it's 10 to 10. So, yeah. Alright, so slashing damage, first of all. Because it actually takes bonus slashing damage. But specifically, we want, it seems like, singular slash attacks and then blocks. Let's do slash. Oh, okay. Yeah, that does exactly what I wanted to do. Cool. Let's see. We would want... I mean, this would be really slow, but... wouldn't this technically work? I mean, let's try. Worst that happens is we have to go again, so, you know. How is Chad doing today? I don't think I ever asked. Yeah, it looks like it says 0 to 10. That's why I was confused. Display of affection, yeah. So we want to use an attack followed by a block. Okay. Display of affection. Yeah, we don't want to do clash stuff. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. So I don't know what I was thinking with this, honestly. For some reason I thought it did, like, singular attacks, not 3 of them. Yeah, we're so dead, by the way. Like, so dead. Keep it fresh. Yeah. Come on, just kill me. Just kill me. So, let's see. Let's change this up. Experiment was a massive failure, so we're gonna want like attack, block, block, if we can get it. Not piercing. Okay. So let's see. So like the opposite of light defense, basically. Okay, let's try some gut harvests. Some... Fleet footsteps. That's like literally exactly what I'm looking for. I kind of wish we had more of those. Yeah, let's do preemptive strikes and Rat Guide to Survival plus non-stop assault, I think, for you. Yeah, give you some non-stop assaults. Maybe not 3 of them. Let's also give you a not dirty blow. Let's see. Not quickness. That doesn't really matter here. Go in first. Go back to fights you already won to farm cards? Yeah, we'll probably do that at some point. Right now, I just want to get this one done, because I'm sure we can do it. Okay, so they're doing the triple slashing attack. Which is very not great for us. Fuck. I forgot we would be clashing if we do that. God. Right, fleet footsteps. I messed it up so bad. Okay, so not being weak to slash would probably help here, I'm gonna be honest. That was on me for fucking that up. So let's see. So it specifically has to be you guys. So let's empty your bookshelves first, and then let's change your key pages. So I don't happen to have anybody that can... So what is this? Enhanced pages, attributed key pages? I don't know what those mean. So they seem pretty good. Even though we don't necessarily want to do clashes, we really don't have too much of a choice, it seems. Unless I'm misremembering how a clash works. What is a clash? In engagement, have dice to play. A clash occurs. This usually occurs when the speed dice of two characters target each other. Okay. Oh, I think I see what I should be doing. Okay, hold on. So we're going to... throw in some evades. I don't think I have literally anything else like that. So let's throw in a bunch of evades into both decks. And then just some slashing damage stuff. So we're gonna want... oh, let's see. Focus Strike looks good. And... actually, not Focus Strike. I think Gut Harvesting is probably better here. Because we want to have as few clashes as possible. Deep Footsteps. Paired Mind. Alright, let's go for it again. If nothing else, we're no longer taking double damage from all of Teddy Bear's attacks, so... so who are you targeting? You're targeting them. So we're gonna have them use... evade. Not taking double damage sounds good? It does sound good. Okay. So it's doing it again, the Timid Endearment. So we're going to evade, but with you, we're gonna use Gut Harvest. Yeah. You really seem to be attached to this person. Huh. I think I'm really misunderstanding something going on. There's some fundamental mechanic I'm misunderstanding. Evidently. That's for certain. Like, what? Are we feeding clashes for its discount? I think it's because, so the answer is because I'm clearly fundamentally misunderstanding what a clash is. I thought for some reason... so, let's see, what would... let me reread this. Am I misunderstanding? Clashing. When both characters in engagement have dice to play, a clash occurs. This usually occurs when the speed dice of two characters target each other. In a clash, okay. Clash is when your dice and the enemy's dice attack each other. So yeah, how in the world would we avoid that physically? Like... We would want... What? Just tank attacks? Person being targeted does nothing? I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Non-stop assault, got harvesting, and let's do guardian, maybe? No. Maybe, yeah. The base attack of the dare deals only 1 damage. If we skip a turn, it's using the page with the block dice. Okay, I see. That makes sense. For some reason I thought it wasn't always a clash, but I guess that makes sense. I thought it had something to do with speed. Alright. Well, that certainly is gonna help to know what the hell a clash is now. I think we probably have it this time then. But yeah, there's your answer as to why we were doing that, because I'm an idiot. This happens a lot, by the way. Okay, so you... 4 to 6, 4 to 6, 4 to 6. That's a lot of damage. But, okay. Ouch. And it's doing it again, but on the other person this time, so we're gonna use non-stop assault this time. Have you skip. Nice max damage. I guess this is a pretty short battle, so tanking it's fine. Who are you attacking? You're attacking the upper person. We'll be using Guardian. That's a bad time to stagger. So they have 2. So let's do Guardian again. It is unfortunately very fatal. But we won. Cool. Expression of the happy teddy bear is completed. Easy. There we have it. Ooh. Got a ton of books for you, Malkuth. By the way, I told you before, this is my 3rd life, right? Oh yeah, you've been thinking about your previous lives? By the way, I heard from Angela that this place is related to Lobotomy Corporation somehow. Is that really true? It's not just related somehow. I was the AI in charge of the control team in Lobotomy Corporation. AI, as in artificial intelligence. Hold on a sec, you're an AI? Just like Angela? Sorry, my wording was a little off. I wasn't a real AI. I was a human whose brain was restored for a second chance, if anything. Sheesh, I was worried for a sec that this place violated the AI amendments even more than just one time. The head could burn this place to the ground at any moment if that were the case. You mean the institution that manages the city? Yup, that head. They usually like to stay awfully quiet, but when they have work to do, they're scarily thorough and quick about it. Or so I've heard, you know. The voice has already changed twice in this interaction. I cannot keep Roland's voice consistent. So casual, aren't you? I thought we were having a serious conversation here. Oh, whoops, sorry, I've gone through all kinds of stuff, so my priorities tend to be a bit unusual. It's not like I was trying to ignore what you were saying or anything. Maku, I'm sorry if it made you feel bad. I'd rather have you have a rather unique personality, Roland. It was all part of my survival strategy. Anyway, back to your past. You said you used to be a boss of the control team back in the Lobotomy Corporation, right? That's right. Now I'm in charge here, as you can see. So I started out by tracing back my own history, very, very slowly. Would you like to have a listen? Not a fan of long and convoluted stories. Hey, don't be such a mood killer. You're supposed to agree. Why bother asking? You're gonna tell me the story anyway. You know what? You got me there. Anyway, I was ordered to work in the Lobotomy Corporation as the head of the control team, bearing all my flaws. I was given a role to play as soon as I woke up. And realizing who I truly was. But with my heart still aching from an unresolved pain and regret from the past, almost about to burst. Just like that, I kept doing inhumane acts for the Lobotomy Corporation. I didn't even question what I was doing since it was all just work to me. Felt like a calling even. The only thing guiding me was a vague feeling that something went wrong because I didn't try hard enough. My twisted sense of effort pushed many into peril, forced others into following my selfish standards like a fretful child. Must have been rough for you being told to work like that without knowing what you're getting into. Did your memories naturally come back after working in the Lobotomy Corp for a while, or...? It's more like it'd be more correct to say I was reminded of them. My life at the Lobotomy Corporation was actually my second. When my emotions finally erupted while working there, I could remember my first life. All the mistakes and faults I made. Regret. Could understand why I had been so obsessed with trying hard. Turns out what I really wanted was recognition. Look, I'm trying so hard, I'm a useful person. I never knew how to stand up without leaning on someone else. After I vented out all of my emotions, the inner struggle that had been haunting me for so long finally dissolved. I found redemption for my first life during my second life. Alright, so let me get this straight. You did something wrong, which you regretted so much, and died, somehow came back to life, got another job, and the big lump of regret in your heart eventually got resolved in a turn of events. Guess that's one way to put it. Hold on for a moment. Let's say everything else makes sense since it's the city we're talking about. But who revived you? And for what reason? Just to give you enlightenment? Maybe so that I can let out all my resentment and sorrow. That I can find redemption. Don't delude yourself, Malkuth. Oh, jeez, you scared me for a sec. Were you listening to all of this? Your salvation was never in his interests. He only did it as a means to find his own redemption. I wasn't the one using you. It was him. He used all of you to satisfy himself. Can't bear to hear this anymore. I can't bear to hear any more of this nonsense. Angela? So, I need all of you to fall asleep. What's with those faces? The rest you all longed for. Not based, Angela. The rest you all longed for. We can't let you do that! We've worked so hard to make this happen! Worked hard? How funny. Would you really call what you've done hard work? We're not gonna sit around and... We're not gonna sit still and let you take away our light. Our light? You're not the boss. I would never listen, even if you were. Of course you won't. You're still loyal to that man. I won't let you rob me of the meaning I finally found. No one is by my side, as I suspected. I do not feel so lonesome. Sorry, hold on. Been a voice. Do not feel so lonesome now. I shall stand by your side if no one else wills to. Damn it, Binna! Even in the end, you're... This must be yet another consequence of his actions. I simply acknowledge all events as valid. I would shed a tear of gratitude for you, if I could. Feel free to act upon your wishes. Angela, the machine consumed by desires, cannot take this path. I decide what I can or can't do now. You can't cling to Lobotomy Corporation forever. Aren't you interested in learning more about yourself, or living your own life? My life, it was to save humanity. That's why I could willingly sacrifice my life. It was for a greater cause. What a bunch of idiots. Seems another storm swept by. Gave away my 2 previous lives trying to save people, and I'm willing to do it again for a 3rd time. We withstood all those hardships and trials for the sake of humanity. Do we look like idiots to you too, Ronald? Well, it's not like I know enough of the details. Don't get this whole saving humanity thing either. What if that's what you sincerely hope for? Who am I to judge? Yeah, yawn. Of course I'm sincere. Please, leave me for a bit. I need some time to think. Alright. You do look like you need some rest. Remember, deep breaths, okay? Oh, and you don't have to be too courteous with me when we talk. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah. Alright, floor of history realization level up. Assistant, huh? Assistant librarians awoken do not have access to nor abnormality pages. The emotion level threshold is raised to 3. Single ally. Upon winning a clash, deal bonus stagger damage equal to 20%, equal to the dice value 20% of the time. Okay. So if you win a clash, you deal double stagger damage 20% of the time. Clashing against the target multiple times increases that chance. Okay. Combat page with the highest cost in hand is chosen. Using pages with the same name will decrease the cost of every copy of that page the character owns by 1. Interesting. This seems really good for, like, long battles. Evades can deal stagger damage too with that page. Interesting. Oh, I see. Bonus stagger damage. So, okay. Okay. All dice gain 1 to 2 power in a clash for a single ally, but all dice lose power in a one-sided attack. Okay. But Happy Memory seems like it'd be really powerful in a long battle, because you could get really high-powered stuff to be really cheap. Bear is OP? Cool. Well, if it wasn't incredibly obvious, I'm very tired. Also, I just got over being sick. So, tomorrow we will be back live again. I also did stream for 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours, so that's about what we usually stream for. So, we're gonna end for today. I hope you all have a good day. If you enjoyed, feel free to follow, because we will be live tomorrow with this game at around the same time. We might go for longer tomorrow than today. Hopefully we will. Well, have a good day.